Okay, I'm Shyaerdow, back at the herbalist from on death's bed.
Yes?
And I just wanted to check
Got
how
any
much
herbs
she
you
buys
sure I can find
honeycomb that I've been collecting for. A decent amount, for sure. I might as well finish unlocking all these. Water essence. Anyway, pretty cool. It's nice that there's like a inflation when she posts a thing, but I guess we can actually read this book that she gave us. But no, we'll head over to White Orchard and probably sell our gear, and then I'm sure we can progress on the Beast quest. But we do need to go to the Nilfgaard Gambeson anyway.
So long.
Also, I'm gonna store my previous armor because I kind of like the memento of the starting armor. And I need to be careful not to kill these cows, because I think even if you don't meditate to respawn, the chort will spawn. It's kind of funny, but I don't want to ruin my game save. I mean, I'm gonna kill them and reload just because it's funny. Yeah, there he is. I'll just let him kill me. Although, I guess he's not here to kill me. For some reason. There you go. I love how the guard ended up slashing me before the chort did. But yeah, what a dumb way to deal with an exploit. I love it. But yeah, highly recommend that you don't farm cows at all, because it respawns.
Greetings.
Let me have a look.
So now this guy sells a full set of Temerian armor, which is good early on, but I really don't care enough. The issue of selling all these is I don't know what's better to disassemble. I think the hides and stuff you get leather for, so I'll keep those. So I do actually need blue.
Are you here to spy or haggle?
I'd like you to craft something for me.
Might as well buy everything I can. Make leather.
So long.
Yeah, these are definitely a huge upgrade.
Morale holding up around here? You boys think you can win this thing?
Ah, a spy after all. Or one to stir trouble.
Neither. Just curious.
Right. Well, tell anyone who cares we will win this war, because Radovid is mad, as everyone knows, and we've an extraordinarily well-drilled and well-supplied army. Incidentally, did you wish to buy something?
So long.
Well, let's finally continue on that quest. I don't know why it took so long for me, like crafting the Viper, the swords, and all that, selling all my stuff. But I've been hoarding everything for ages, so it's nice to finally free myself of the loot.
Good day to you, good day.
Really hungry.
Would you raise a glass with me?
It's Dervan now. D-E-R-V-A-N, not Goidamar.
What do you mean? I know what they named you at your cutty. What kind of name is that anyway? Dervan.
Nilfgaard. My gran was from Nazaire.
Oh, so that's how it is. Then
I kind of like the random conversations that happen in the background whilst I'm looting. Anyway, we can finally interact with this.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting. Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Guess we shall follow on foot.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
Interesting.
I'm hunting bigger game.
statistic.
The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village.
Not sure
I'll
about
show you,
the
sure,
armor I'm wearing.
But,
Kind of
I
disgusting.
gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No, dogs might though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a
Using
problem for a
silver
while
armor.
now.
Since the war started, soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form pack. Too late. Attacked another one.
Damn, you're a...
Oh dear, they have been busy.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I mean, I'm curious what you mean, you know.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now.
I'm glad I
I
found
was
out
to show
though,
you where I found the Nilfgaardian.
because that ties
Come.
into the Claire and Volker
Griffin,
thing from
know
the
anything about it?
Living by the Well.
It's not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
Yeah, I'm glad he opened up about that. I'm sure it's like ripping a band-aid off talking about your problems, but it's usually for the best. I don't know why I'm fucking deep in it like this.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Well,
No
cheers
guardians
for
were
help.
celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
Why were they celebrating?
Grounds black, saturated with blood.
Yeah, such a
camp.
gruesome sight. And that cuckoo is a lovely sound.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Nice weapon repair. Linen. Linen? Is that how it's pronounced? Must be. Is this Wolfsbane? Yeah, the weird lavender looking thing. Not in range of the beehive. Why? Tactical, so I can find more Wolfsbane. I don't know why my thing stops me from sprinting all the time.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying.
Oh, there is a griffin. Huh? I mean, if I've, in the last episode, gone to all these places of power, I must have been literally next to this griffin and didn't even clock.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week.
Poor guy.
Other griffin must be a male.
You can see why he's angry.
Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept.
That's just sad.
Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Nice little
Bones.
level up.
Horse, dog, human. A few months worth. Burned. Only a human could do this.
Yeah, that's not a happy sight. Poor little griffin.
Harvest is a long way off yet.
sewed his head back on. Word is they laid his corpse in
Wie wird's mehr?
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
I love
Learn
them.
some things. It's
They're
a
so
male,
cute
and
together.
its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I believe we're good to go.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of
loaded,
room
I
and
suppose.
far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Okay, that's
A
fine.
stream, amber
do
waves
this.
of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
I always like
Snows are a
Cameron.
way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Hear that? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, like this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
A witcher with a crossbow. We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill. Watch out! He's about to die!
Let's go. Tom Griffin.
Who's next? Don't let it get away!
Okay. We should be fine. I'm killing it. Let this stay behind it. Fine. Cool. Tough fight, actually. Died a couple of times.
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
For example?
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Okay. What a lovely view. Graphics in this game. Very nice.
Not
Made,
so
like,
fast,
very
Roach.
nice. Look at that, beautiful. I think the time of day matters a lot with these.
Oh, make way.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
No, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the Griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
I'm such a thug. I don't need your money. Like, leave him to think about that one. I didn't even know there was an armor on her. I'm dumb. Anyway, we can head back to the tavern. Whilst this guy gets whipped. Okay, well I guess this is the end of the White Orchard thing. And we head to Vizima. Just gonna do a nice save. A lot of people in here.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
time we were on our way.
I'll buy some provisions for the journey, then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it, just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took 'em down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass.
You're drunk.
I know
lass.
grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my
Let
sister
go!
attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt!
Jeez, relax, lass.
Leave me be!
Oh dear.
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You alright?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true? What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
I can kill them
Won't
all
back down now.
with a single
I can see
igni.
that.
Never mind. Don't start,
It's all
lads.
right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
Nice. Smooth.
See his face! God save us!
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Yennefer.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
We can talk here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse?
I didn't, though I could have.
Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing, and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir.
Stay safe, broski. Love him. Rest up.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
Well, it's a nice reunion of Yen. Guess we have a proposition to see out. I don't really know what you do with a proposition. Hear out? We'll see. Guess that's the end of White Orchard.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
Oh dear. I shouldn't laugh. The man's dead, but it's kind of funny. Smart. Very smart. Good job.
We'll talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
Okay, well I guess that's that. I'll see you in the next episode. Cliffhanger.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima,